Hello Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Taurus, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Taurus, let's get started. How does Taurus currently view this relationship? All right, Taurus, let's see what's going on. All right, so we do have the Ace of Wands, we do have the Two of Wands, and then we also have the Hierophant. Okay, could be dealing with another Taurus, possibly a fire sign strongly, so possibly an Aries, Leo, and or a Sagittarius. Now, in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, it kind of looks like things are starting to kind of get pretty serious here, Taurus, between you and this person that you currently find yourself connecting with. Now, I do kind of see you trying to figure out, like, okay, am I ready for all this or am I not ready for all this? Do I really want this or do I not really want this? So it kind of looks like a part of you, Taurus, wants to take things a step further with this person that you currently find yourself connecting with. And there's that other part of you that's like unsure on whether or not this is something that you're essentially ready for or not. Okay, let's look at this person and see how they're currently viewing this relationship with you. How does this person currently view this relationship with Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Venus? Ooh. We have the Nine of Swords, we got the Nine of Wands, and then we also have the Ten of Wands, okay? The bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Pentacles, okay, to the Nine of Cups. It kind of looks, Taurus, like this person has been striving towards the relationship that they essentially want with you. But it kind of looks like as this person has been striving towards a relationship that they essentially want with you, Taurus, it kind of looks like you've just been very indecisive. And it does kind of cause this person to like fall into this energy of essentially feeling like maybe, just maybe, right? The two of you are never going to be. Maybe, just maybe, the two of you are never going to like have the relationship that they truly want and desire with you. You know, this to me just kind of feels like an energy of somebody who just kind of feels like they could be, not saying that they are, but they could be putting all this time and energy and effort towards building and establishing the relationship that they essentially want with you for nothing, because you could always turn around and not be ready. You could always turn around and say, well, I don't really want to do this, you know, right now. I really want to just kind of focus more so on myself versus, you know, a relationship right now. But it looks like they've been trying, dude, to build and establish a relationship that they want with you for quite some time now. It just kind of looks like you've been in this like very indecisive place. Okay. They just don't want to feel like all this time and energy that they've essentially invested in you and this dynamic that they share with you is like, you know, for nothing. You know, that's like their biggest worry and concern. How does Taurus feel? Okay, let's see. We have the Four of Swords, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and then we also have the, yeah, you're like very indecisive. Because there's like a big part of you, Taurus, that just kind of wants to take this time out to just kind of focus on you, right? And manifesting, creating the life that you essentially want for yourself. So a lot of you feel like you may not be ready for a relationship right now because there's certain things that, you know, you want to do with your life first. There's certain things that you want to accomplish and achieve, you know, first before you turn around and essentially settle down. Now, granted, when it comes down to this person in particular to the right of me, I mean, this is somebody that you definitely can see yourself settling down with. It just kind of looks like right now that may not be something that you want to essentially do because there's so many things that you want to do first with your life before you turn around and settle down. Okay, how does, oh man, oof, okay, all right, okay. You have the Eight of Pentacles, yeah, with the Five of Wands to the Seven of Swords. This to me just kind of feels like a serious conversation taking place between you and this person. Because I feel like this person's at this point where they're ready to take that next step with you. And it kind of looks like I said, they've been kind of feeling this way for quite some time now, as far as like feeling like they're dumping all their time and energy towards you in this dynamic that they share with you. And then, you know, them essentially facing the outcome that they don't want in this entire situation, as far as like you not wanting a relationship with them or you not wanting to settle down right now. And it kind of looks like you're making them feel, you know, like they just invested all this time and energy towards you in this dynamic that they share with you just for you to be like, yeah, no, I don't want this right now. Or yeah, no, I'm not ready right now. I just kind of feel like this person's really angry and really upset that they invested all of this time and energy towards building the relationship that they truly wanted with you. And then for them to not get the outcome that they essentially want in the end, like they're not happy about it. With the Seven of Swords coming out here, this person essentially feels like you played them, basically. Like you played them, like you led them to think and believe that one day the two of you are going to be together, and it kind of looks like that day is just simply not going to happen. Because it kind of looks like you're leaning far more towards, well, I just want to focus on me for a little while. There's just certain things that I want to do with my life first before I settle down, which there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you wanting to focus on you, but I just kind of feel like they were just hoping, that the two of you will eventually end up, together. And it kind of looks like that's not happening here, Taurus, because you're refusing to allow it to essentially get to that point because there's certain things that you want to do with your life first before you turn around and settle down with anybody. Okay. What actions? I just got why fix it if it isn't broken with that Six of Pentacles energy. Why fix it if it isn't broken? Don't get me wrong. I feel like you want this person to continue to be a part of your life, and I feel like you want to continue to be a part of theirs. I just kind of feel like you're not going to sign yourself up for something that you don't necessarily feel like you're ready for right now. It's not to say that you'll never be ready. It's just to say right now, you just don't necessarily feel like you're ready for all of that. But yeah, I do see you wanting to continue to be a part of their life and them be a part of yours. But as far as you turning around and giving them what they want, as far as a committed relationship is concerned, that's just not something that you feel like you're ready to do and are prepared for. Okay. What actions? We have the Six of Swords to the Six of Wands, and then we also have the Knight of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a Virgo, possibly a Leo, maybe even an Aquarius. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case. I feel like this person's kind of being pushed / forced to do something that they really, really deep down inside don't want to do, but they feel like they totally should. And that does have a lot to do with severing ties with you, unfortunately, Taurus, okay? I just kind of feel like so much time has essentially passed to the point where they kind of feel like, okay, you would know by now if you want something serious with them or not, you would know by now if, a relationship right now is something that, you're ready for or not. And, this person feels like because so much time has essentially passed and you still are in this indecisive place and you're still, kind of hitting them with the same old, I just want to focus on me for a little while. There's just certain things I'm trying to do in my life first before I settle down and things like that. They just kind of feel like that's just going to be a never-ending thing that goes on within this dynamic between the two of you. In other words, they feel like you're never going to be ready. I'm not saying that you're never going to be ready. They just feel like you're never going to be ready. They feel like you're going to constantly hit them with the same old, well, I just want to focus on me. And, when I'm able to accomplish and achieve this and the third, then I'll entertain the idea of settling down. But right now I'm not trying to do that. They feel like that's just going to be a never-ending thing. And as much as they don't want to sever ties with you, as much as they don't, they kind of feel like they have to. This person's at this stage in their life where they're looking for somebody that they can settle down with and build towards a life with. And they don't want to continue to invest even more time and energy towards this. And it gets them absolutely nowhere because that's kind of what they've been feeling for a while now, Taurus, that they've been investing so much time and energy towards you and it's not getting them anywhere. It's not getting them the outcome that they want. And they feel like that's going to be a never-ending thing. They just feel like they're caught up in a vicious cycle with you. And they feel like in order to break free from this vicious cycle, it requires them to sever ties with you. So unfortunately, Taurus, it kind of looks like this person's going to be severing ties with you primarily because they feel like you're never going to be ready. And they don't want to continue to invest more time and energy towards you in this dynamic that they share with you and then continue to essentially feel, this way, as far as feeling like you're never gonna be ready, as far as feeling like the two of you are never gonna, enter higher levels of commitment with one another. things of that nature, you know, unfortunately. All right. So Taurus, that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.